Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I've got another exciting Temu haul for you today, so please check out the description below to get all of the pertinent information. You'll find the link to the Temu app with my affiliate code. You'll find a promo code that you can use if it's your very first order to get 50% off. Pay attention to how long that coupon lasts before it expires, because I've heard it's pretty short. And my links to the game codes are below for if you play Fishland and Farmland, and also the product links are down below. So I want to get that out of the way first because sometimes I forget to mention that. I've been going through my orders, and I've got this like notebook where I kind of keep track of, like, there's a different page for each order or whatever. And so I'll just like show one of these. So I put like the date of the order, when I'm supposed to get it, how many packages. Now I could do this in a spreadsheet, but I like to be able to do this wherever I'm at. And then I kind of put when I actually get it, when I'll be able to record it maybe, or publish. And then I've got how long I can get price adjustments, how long I can return it. Although I was going by, like, you can return things for 90 days. I was making the assumption that was 3 months, but no, it's literally 90 days. So if I ordered something on 9/23, for example, I was assuming I had until 12/22, because that's 3 months. But no, it's actual 90 days, which I'm not going to calculate that, so I'll just check it a few days beforehand. But I've been going through and trying to, as orders are coming up on their 90 days, looking to see what, if anything, I need to return from the order, because maybe I've had a chance to try it out or try it on, or something like that, because I don't always do my returns on broken items right away like I should. But anyway, I've got the order coming up that has my bathroom refrigerator on it, and that was kind of a more expensive product on Temu, although it did get a bunch of price adjustments. But I think I'm going to return it because the things that I keep in there, they still kind of feel lukewarm, not cold. So why am I taking up, I mean, it's the size of, you could probably put a 6-pack of soda in it. That's the kind of size it is on the inside. If that, it might only be like 4 sodas. I don't know. But I got it so that I could put like face masks or those facial rollers in there so that they were cool when I would use them. But it really doesn't seem to be getting it as cold as I would expect a refrigerator to. So I think I may return that item, just because it was more expensive, and they'll probably actually make me send it back because it'll be over their whatever their dollar threshold is for having to actually return the product. But yeah, so I don't know. For those of you that place a lot of orders on Temu, do you have any kind of record keeping system aside from the app where you keep track of how long you can get your adjustments, or a reminder for when you got to check and make sure you don't want to return anything? I've tried a lot of different things, and I realize I put in more orders than a lot of people do, probably because I'm getting content for this channel. But I've tried spreadsheets. The app is not that great to work with, especially now. It's a lot harder now. I think you have to go look at the receipt to see the actual purchase date. It used to be you could click into the order and right at the top it would tell you when you purchased it. So it's just harder now. So anyway, that's what I do to keep track of it, because I want to make sure I'm not just eating costs that I don't need to. But I did today on an order before the refrigerator. I had one of those sun hats that kind of wrapped around and had a spot for a ponytail, and it was kind of the roll up, like you could roll it, because it was Velcro attached in the back, and it only fits my big head if the Velcro is like at the very end of it, and then you've got that sharp scratchy Velcro that's exposed that'll catch things and stuff. So I returned that today. I didn't have to actually send it back, but so yeah. So I thought I like to try to do updates on here since I'm reviewing things, but a lot of the stuff that we see on these regular videos, it's just unboxing, and so I have no idea how the things really work. But when I do figure them out, I try to let you know. And also, you may remember, if you happen to watch it, I got a Swiffer, well, I don't know, do they call it a broom or a mop? It's not wet, but it was a dupe, or Temu's version of that, because I had gotten those cloths, those like dust cloths that you could wrap around the Swiffer thing and punch in, because they have the 4 holes. Here I'm trying to describe. I should have brought it down here, but I didn't. But anyway, I didn't have a Swiffer mop at home, so I got Temu's version of it, and it is a piece of crap. So if you happen to see that video and wondered how that worked, it really didn't. The cloths didn't stay stuck into the little pokey things, and it was so unbelievably cheap feeling that it just, I'm returning it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But the dust cloths worked great, so they will continue to work even if I just use my hand, you know, fold them up and use my hand to wipe them. I don't know that I'll invest in getting an actual Swiffer mop thing, but if I do, I should be able to use those on it, and my guess is that they'll stick on better. So anyway, I think this is going to be a shorter video because there's not as many items, so that's kind of why I'm talking about other things, and I'll have some jewelry to show at the end, like I've been doing lately. So let's get started. So I have some Farmland winning prizes in here. The first of which is this hair dryer that I'll take out of the box. But this, so I finished a game of Farmland, and when you play that game, you get to pick out 2 prizes when you first start the game, and you shouldn't have to do any purchasing. I'm just going to say this outright. You shouldn't have to do any purchasing in order to finish the game. They will continue to give you additional days to complete it. Like they gave me 170 extra days to finish it. So don't think that you have to do all these purchases to finish it, but it will take you a long time if you just play the game and don't have any orders. But that being said, I of course place a lot of orders, so it doesn't take quite as long for me. But anyway, I got this, and they also give you the 2 prizes plus 2 coupons. And in Farmland, it's a $30 off of $100 purchase and a $40 off of $160. So I always like those. Those are pretty good coupons, all things considered. So anyway, I got this hair dryer. It's taped up a little weird up here, but and then the bottom of the box is kind of open already. But this product was valued, or if you were to just buy it outright, it would be $28.79. And usually, you know, depending on what you pick for your prizes, it's usually roughly $30 to $40 worth of prizes that you would get. Unless you just pick cheaper things because those are the things you want. I usually try to pick more expensive things if I can, that I maybe wouldn't always buy if I had to pay full price. It's got a lot of attachments. All right, so I think that's it. Now it does have on here, there's a cold air button, hot air, warm air, and off. So that's nice. It's got those 3 different settings: airflow, enhanced design, increased 30% of the airflow. Says this appliance must not be taken into the bathroom. Well, I think most people blow dry their hair in the bathroom. Maybe I'm wrong, but definitely do not take it in the shower or in the bath. All right. This came in a few different color options, and I liked this one the best. Kind of a gunmetal black with bright pink metallic. And so here's your cold air button, and then your on-off, or your on-off hot and warm. And then let's see what attachments we got. So this is kind of nice. This is actually a hook or a thing so you can hang it on the wall. I'm kind of skeptical as to whether this would really be strong enough to hold this, but we'll give it a try. I did buy long time ago kind of a hairdryer hook thing from Temu that I still haven't put up yet. Surprise, surprise. But unless this is a really strong adhesive, I'm kind of, because this is pretty heavy, so I'm kind of skeptical that this will hold it. But it does just sit in there, and then it's got a little hook for the cord. All right, and then I've got a couple different brushes to help, you know, if you've got permed hair or curly hair, you guys know what combs are used for. So there was that kind, and then there's this kind, and then this kind. And then, what's this? So this, I would imagine, goes on here to help kind of consolidate the flow. It may be that it has to pop in. Oh no, there is actually on this part, there is actually part of this that's raised. So I kind of think, I feel like that means it should kind of screw in, but you got to get it in the right spot. But I don't want to break it, so it does come with instructions. But we all know it's harder to put things together when you're on camera. But it's called an air outlet, and it does show it just going right on here. So, does it say if it just snaps? Of course not. It just shows it connected. So, like I said, my assumption is it either snaps or screws, one of those. And then we've got a diffuser. It's been a long time since I've had, I don't typically blow dry my hair, although I did get some heat sensitive spray from the Dollar Tree for when I start using this. But if you've got curly hair, these are really great to help separate the curls and get air all up into so it's got more body. But this one went on really easily, so I'm not sure what my problem was with the airflow thing. So yeah, so it's just a nice, those were all of the attachments, so it's just a nice basic hair dryer. Okay, I'm not going to try to pull that off on camera. I'm not even going to try to tell you what the voltage is of this, because I'm afraid I'll pick the wrong thing to say. But yeah, so I think the majority of us know how to use a hairdryer. But anyway, this seems like a really nice one. All right. And then the other free item I got, where did I put this box? I don't want to lose these, all these combs. So the other item I got for free was something I picked out after having watched Double T's Treasures, their channel. The husband on there, whenever they do Temu Tuesdays, the husband on there always has the kind of stuff that I would never think to look for. So he usually has a lot of electronic kind of things if he's not doing his, he likes horror, so he gets a lot of that stuff. But then he also gets like a lot of tools and that kind of stuff. So it's not going to make any sense why I bought this, because I don't think I will ever use it myself, but I thought this was cool. So it's a soldering iron, and it should be USB if I bought the, or if I picked the right one. I don't know. I mean, I've seen people use them before, but I don't know how to use them. So most likely this will end up being a present for my dad for either Christmas or his birthday. So anyway, it's got the user manual, and so I'm gonna look real intelligent as I'm talking about this. So it comes with the base. This came in multiple colors. I picked white because it seemed like they kind of like it should be important that you be able to see it well, since you're dealing with heat and melting things. But then it's got this tip that screws in. And okay, so this is where you would charge it, and it comes with a charger. It's got the power button. I have no, here I'm pushing this and I don't even know what it would do if it was on. Like, will it get like hot? I turned it back off, so let's hope I don't burn myself. So it's also got this, which I think is the solder. Like, I thought, I don't know if it's just from watching TV, I thought a soldering iron was just something that would get hot and you would stick two things of metal together and then kind of like do something in between and it would melt both of those things and connect. But it seems like you really need a little bit of metal to help you make that connection. So they give you a spool of it. Some of these, I thought I was getting one that had like a tube with some of this in it. So instead of it being on a wrapped around, it had like little spring kind of things in it. I don't know. But anyway, I don't think it really matters. Although this is me, a girl, saying this who has no idea what I'm doing, so maybe it does matter. But this is the kind that came with this one. And okay, it's not hot. And then the other thing that it came with, which no clue what this is, but this is a sponge in here. I feel like maybe this was to set it so you wouldn't melt or get things hot, and then this is probably to catch whatever is dripping from this. I'm making this up as I go, peeps. But anyway, I just thought this was such a cool thing, and I don't even use it. But anyway, it seemed like if you're, so is it Tim on Double T's? He travels with tools, it sounds like, and so he really liked that this was an easy thing to carry around. So if you're someone who does soldering or is in a relationship with someone who does soldering or has a family member, maybe they would like this. I don't know. But anyway, I got it as one of my free gifts, so I wouldn't have bought this myself because I don't really have a reason, but I thought, you know, with the free gift, why not check it out? So anyway, if that interests you, awesome, give it a try. And if you just buy it, it's $7.78, which also seemed like a really good deal. And they have lots of different versions of USB ones and ones that you can plug in, which I would assume would be the more traditional way. So yeah, so there's that. Don't we like listening to me describe things that I have no idea what I'm talking about? Even on things that I do understand, sometimes it's a joke. All right, this is a little catnip cat toy. It's kind of a canvas material, and my assumption is that they'll grab onto this and kick at it with their feet if they're not chewing on it incessantly. I can't tell if it smells like catnip or not, but they will. And if they like this one, then I'll get another one, because this was only 68 cents. And that way each of them can have their own. And it came in a couple different colors too. Right, next. So I finally just bit the bullet and bought some throw pillows. Why are throw pillows so expensive? I mean, like, okay, so there's 2 pillows in here, and it was $13.78 for 2. And if you buy one, I feel like they're going to charge you $9 or $10 just for one. Where can you get cheap throw pillows? Tell me, I want to know, because I don't want, this just seems expensive for pillows. Now, I did have one viewer write that she gets new bed pillows every year, and then she takes her old pillows and cuts them in half and sews them together and makes throw pillows out of those, which I thought was an excellent idea if you know and like to sew and like to save money. That seemed like a really good idea. That's not me, but I know there's a lot of you out there that it would be. But yeah, even when I was in Dollar General yesterday and they had some throw pillows, they weren't plain, but I was like, well, I'm just going to put a cover on it anyway. What difference does it make? And they were still $10. So I don't understand. Is it because there's a market out there now for all these throw pillow covers that they want to gouge you on that? But I don't know. That just seems $13.78 just seems expensive for 2. But since I'm trying to get into the decorator game, I bought it. And actually, I've got 2 more of these coming in another order. So that I would have 4, because a lot of the sets that you can get on Temu are 4. So it's kind of vacuum sealed a little bit. Okay, a lot vacuum sealed. This is the 18 by 18 size, and they have multiple sizes. You kind of have to, we'll have to fluff them, but they do have a zipper cover already. Oh, but it's just literally the insides in there, the foam or whatever that is. So they're going to need some fluffing up. But anyway, it's just a plain, which is nice. I mean, if you could find a throw pillow that happened to have a design, but it was cheaper, I'd still say go that route, because most pillow covers are thick enough that the design from the pillow wouldn't show through. But anyway, so I got these 2, and I've got in this bag a set of covers. So I'll put a cover on one of these. But I think 18 by 18 is the standard size that matches with all pillow covers that they sell. So just keep that in mind, because they do sell the pillows in multiple sizes. But these, oh, I already said $13.78 because we were complaining that that was too expensive. So my Halloween pillow covers came in. I kind of went retro theme instead of orangey theme, so this is kind of a pink and orange set. There's the first one, and this came in a set of 4, and it was $8.79, but I have gotten some price adjustments on it. But isn't that cute? Little bats. But you can see what I mean. It's got the orangey pink color along with orange, and so it didn't completely abandon Halloween orange. And then this one that's got some cute skulls, a narwhal, some moons, spiders, that bat again, dinosaur. And the backs of all of these are plain, just so you know. And this is the same kind, at least it feels like the same kind of canvasy material that the yard signs are made out of. So hopefully that means they will withstand my kids. And these probably will show stains a little bit more than other things, but then I figure after Halloween's over I'll just wash them. Alright, so that was the second one. And this one's Trick or Treat. So that's really cute. And then the last one, Groovy. I love this retro, these retro flowers. And so let's put this one on this pillow and see how easy it is. So there's a zipper on the bottom of the pillow cover. And let's find the zipper on this side so I can put it in first. I'm assuming I'll just have to kind of cram because the zipper opening is not 18 inches across. And there's nothing saying that you couldn't stuff a bigger pillow into this, possibly. You might have trouble zipping it. But this one went in pretty well, but it kind of, well, yeah, kind of the sham, but it's definitely easy enough to close with this size of a pillow inside, but it does feel like there's a lot of, you know, gaps where there's no pillow. So, but I don't know what the next largest size of pillow is, but I mean, this is, I think these two are designed to go together, I guess is what I'm saying. But yeah, after these have been in my living room for the weeks it's gonna take, well, when I'm filming this, there's still weeks to Halloween. But yeah, these will be all crumpled, I'm sure, by the kids laying on them and sitting on them and all that, but I think that is so cute, so I'm really happy with that. All right, next, as part of our healthcare series, I've talked about how my husband has diabetes and he gets foot ulcers, and so I have to be a nurse to him, and one of the best supplies that I get for him are these Coban wraps. So let's just pick one. Let's pick orange for Halloween. So this comes with 24 in it. I used to always get these from Amazon because Amazon had a really good price for this, and it was the exact same quantity and size, but these from Temu are even cheaper than the Amazon ones. So So I thought I'd give these a try. They look exactly the same, boxed exactly the same. The box I get them from an Amazon is also a white box, just like this. So for all visual purposes, it appears to be the same. This is the kind of stuff like when you're in the doctor's office and say they draw your blood or something, they'll wrap this around because it sticks to itself, and then they don't have to deal with band-aids. But it's a squishy kind of feel, but when you're using it, you just unwrap it, and this feels just like the other stuff, but it's you can find this kind of thing in pet stores because this is used a lot in pet veterinary medicine, I guess I should say, because this works really well to wrap a bandage on a pet. So you can find these in pet stores, but it is super expensive in pet stores when you consider the amount that you're getting. So even if you don't buy it off of Temu, check it out on Amazon. But it's stretchy, so you wrap it around, whatever. This is also really great to have on hand if you have kids, because when they skin their knee or they fall and hurt their arm or something, they love, for one, it's all these bright colors that are in the box, so they love that, and they get to pick their own color. But also, a lot of times their wound or their scratch is too big for a band-aid, and if you used a band-aid, part of the sticky part of the band-aid would be on the wound, and that would not be pleasant. So in addition to using this on wound care, I also have gauze wraps that that I get that are not, I mean, not, they have gauze pads in the store that you can see all the time, but I don't like those because those are kind of stiff. So I have actual gauze wrap that it's kind of hospital grade, because I pay a lot of attention when I would go with my husband to his foot appointments to look at the supplies they were using and then trying to find it. So all that being said, this is an excellent product. And an excellent price. So this pack of 24, did I already say, was $9.59, and I think on Amazon, actually let's just look to see real quick what it would be on Amazon, just for comparison, because Amazon has a good price too. It should be on one of those buy again options. Okay. Oh, so the 24 pack on Amazon right now is $18.99, but there is a $1.90 coupon you can apply, and it qualifies for same-day delivery if you have Prime, same-day delivery if you order $25 worth of stuff. So that's the advantage of Amazon, but you can see you are paying twice the price, and that price on Amazon is good. So plan ahead and just get yourself a box of these, because even if it took you a while to use them, this is just, and you don't mind. I'm trying to think if Temu might have had a box that was just tan, if you don't want to add any flair to your life. But anyway, if you plan ahead and just get this to have on hand, then you get a way better deal. All right, so there was way more on that than you wanted to know. All right, what is next? All right, so I got a set of eyeshadow palettes, and this one came in a set of 2. I'm not gonna lie, the website made it seem kind of indistinguishable between the colors between the 2, but they are supposed to be different. Yeah, pack of A and B. So, oh, yeah, so there's a B in that one, and an A on that one. I think at this point I don't need to buy any more eyeshadow. I think I've got the colors that I would tend to wear covered. So this one's really pretty. It comes with a brush. No, it's a sponge on both sides of this, but it's nice and long. It's got 12 colors, because just like it says, 12. And let's just, this smoky color at the end seems pretty significant. Kind of like maybe you would use it to help with eyeliner. So yeah, so it's got some pretty good pigment in there. And let's just try this white one, the other end. Oh yeah, and you can even see that, which is a little unusual for these. And it does have the nice mirror on the inside. Okay, so there's that one. And then let's see what B has to offer us. Oh, B is all the glitters. Okay, or the shimmers, whatever, however you want to call it. So it's got coordinating, got the same sponge thing in there, but it's got coordinating glitters. So let's see if I can hold both of these up. Well, let's put this down so it doesn't just fall out. So yeah, so that's nice. So really, for a lot of people, this would be sufficient for their entire collection. The only thing I would be missing from this probably is like a olive green kind of color. Or unless you like to wear blues and, you know, other kind of greens and purples and stuff. But this seems like a really good neutral set. So this set was $6.67, so that's a pretty good price, right? Oh, let's swatch one of these glittery ones. I'm just gonna pick one of the dark, ooh, that's very shimmery. So yeah, I can't really see it on there, but you can kind of see the shimmer on my finger. Nice. All right, let me get a wet wipe to get this off of my fingers before I touch other things. Still going strong with my Dollar Tree wipes, even though I can't get this part to work right. Ooh, these are feeling warm. They've been sitting on top of my computer. That's not really a very bright idea. All right. Okay. Ugh. Okay, now I've just dripped it all. Since it's been getting warm on the computer, it's condensating on the inside of that. All right. So today, because there were all these pillows and things, I brought everything down in this huge bag. So I'm having to reach down pretty far to get these little things. So this is the sulfur shampoo. So I talked about, or I got some sulfur face soap on another episode. And this is the shampoo. I keep forgetting I've got a trash bag down here, which I should be using instead of the one behind me. All right, so sulfur shampoo. Sulfur is supposed to be really good for people that have skin issues, and I have psoriasis on my scalp, So that's my reason for wanting to try this. But it just comes in a little pot, so I'm not sure how easy that's going to be to use. And they act like this is also really good for dandruff. I don't really struggle with dandruff per se, just the psoriasis. It's for external use only, and if you feel unwell during use, stop using it immediately and avoid getting it in your eyes. Okay, usage. Well, the ingredients: sulfur, lanolin, cream matrix, borax. I thought the other one smelled like borax. But it's effective for, so a lot of us, well, people that have dandruff and people that have psoriasis on their scalp itches a lot. And I know you've seen me, you know, it just itches sometimes. So this is also supposed to help with the itching part of it. And then it just says to put an appropriate amount of shampoo into the palm of your hand, rub out the foam with your hands, and then evenly apply it to your hair. Then rub and massage, and finally rinse with water. It's interesting, it doesn't say specifically to like start at the scalp and work your way down. It just says to apply it to the hair, but obviously the whole point is to help your scalp. So I will say, having psoriasis on my scalp is one of the reasons why I cut my own hair sometimes, because it's just embarrassing. Even though there's nothing I can do about it, it's just, I don't know, it's just embarrassing having to tell the hairstylist, and hairstylists are used to it. It's, I mean, I'm the one making myself embarrassed. They're not making me embarrassed. I told one lady one time, she's like, oh, I could care less about that. As long as you don't have things that are moving on your scalp, I'm okay. And I'm like, I didn't really think about the fact that sometimes people probably have to go see a hairstylist if they're suffering from lice and that kind of thing. Bless their hearts having to deal with stuff like that. Okay, this smells just like the soap did, so it smells a lot. It doesn't smell like sulfur, so you don't have to worry about that rotten egg smell. And I can smell the borax. That's probably the strongest scent, although this one seems like it's got a fragrance. Why am I feel like I'm talking loud now, sorry. It feels like it's got a fragrance. It seems pleasant. I'm afraid to tip it too much because I can't tell if there's like, it's very shiny, and I don't know if there's a layer of oil on the top of it that has to be kind of stirred in. So I'm afraid to turn it too much, but you can kind of see, ooh, I almost got too far there. Yeah, it's a little shiny, and there's not very much in this. And did it say like how often you should use it? Because I know sometimes these specialized shampoos that are specifically for psoriasis recommend only like 2 to 3 times a week. Obviously there's dandruff shampoos that you would use every day, and this, because this seems to be all natural ingredients, this is probably fine every day too. Otherwise they would have said. But anyway, I don't imagine this would last very long, especially if you have longer hair. But if I just used this to do the scalp and then use something else on the actual hair, it would probably last longer. But this little pot was $3.97. All right. All right, next, I'm hoping this is not a duplicate, but I have bought this brand before of blush. So it's really entirely possible that I accidentally bought the same color twice, but I don't know because I didn't bring the other one down. And the other one was on a different order. Ugh, but this is Stylism New. Doesn't really have a color listed on the outside. But if I remember right, I liked this palette, or not really palette, but this container. I mean, it's a nice container, and it's got that same logo etched into it. It's actually it's raised, but then it just opens. This looks pretty similar, I'm pretty sure, to the one I've got upstairs, but maybe a little bit darker. Does this come with... Okay, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't like a hidden sponge or something, but it's got a mirror that's covered with a film. So yeah, so I definitely would wear this color. So if I did happen to buy this same one twice, no big deal. This cost $2.69. I mean, one thing I like, when you find a color you like, I kind of like it better when they're by themselves than with all the others, because at the end of the day, I'd really like to just have something that's easy and neutral and would go with everything, right? Then I wouldn't have to have all these other things unless I'm going out to a party or something. But I'm kind of lazy, and it's only been in the last few months that I've gotten back into even wanting to wear makeup, right? All right, so next is a nail polish remover pen. So basically, if you are messy painting your nails like I am, and you get it on the sides, the skin of your nails, you can use this to remove it. Okay, so on one end it came with 3 replacement heads, and then on this other end it's already got a head in place. And I don't think there's anything in here yet. I think you have to add your own either acetone or non-acetone remover, depending on what kind of polish you're wanting to use it for. Okay, it just kind of wiggles out. It doesn't screw out. Okay, so there's none in here, but there's a sponge inside this that would soak up whatever liquid you poured in here. And then you have to, this isn't pumpable, so I guess gravity would bring it down. So then you would just, after you polished, go along the sides of your nails, and it's got a little bit of a tip to make it easy enough to get into the edges. So I've noticed doing gel paint, I don't seem to get it on my skin quite as much, but it does kind of pool in these sides, which is not good. Makes it easier to peel off later. But when I'm using regular polish, I seem to always get it on my nails, or on my hands, I mean. So anyway, so there's that. So I probably should have gotten 2 of these, so that I had, I wonder if they came in different colors, because I'd want to get 2 different colors since I'd have 2 different solutions in here. But I would probably be smart to put a label on it, acetone versus regular. But this cost 87 cents, and I got a price adjustment. Okay, so next, I think this is the last thing. I got 2 of these. So do you guys recognize this? This matches those curtains that I got for my living room, that when I first opened them, I said they were hideous and horrible. But then when I actually put them up in my living room, I fell in love with it. So for some reason, the curtains were the only thing that ever came up in my feed. But then when I was looking for some new Farmland prizes, I found these. And I was like, ah. So then I looked to see what they were called, and it was like boho. Does it say on here? I don't know. It was like boho retro or something. So I just typed whatever that was in, and you'll be able to see it in the, if you click on the link down below, you'll see kind of what it was called. But once I typed that in, all this stuff came through. So I decided my kids, I've had the exact same shower curtain since 1996 because I love it, and it's washable, so I just keep washing it in our main bathroom. And my kids are like, oh, that's so gross, even though it looks perfectly nice. There's like nothing wrong with it. But they have all been pushing me to get something new. So it's getting redone in this lovely pattern, which none of them like either. So anyway, I got rugs, which is what these are for the bathroom, and I'll open this one in a minute. But I found a shower curtain. I found an actual doormat, like for inside the front door. Pillow sham covers, blankets, all kinds of stuff. And, okay, this makes me mad. I also found room darkening curtains, which is what I would have gotten in the first place. So the curtains that I've got are like see-through practically, unless it's night. But I can't justify buying the room darkening ones yet because there's not really anything wrong with the ones I've got, aside from the fact that it doesn't, you know, block out the sun all the way. So we'll see. We'll see if I order those. Maybe when I've built up some free money in Temu, I'll splurge and get those. But so I got the rugs. These came in multiple different sizes. I got the 31 by 47 inch size because I typically, oh, these are bigger than I thought. Ooh, this may be too big. This just goes on forever. Okay, well, so these may be a little bit too big. I'm going to be able to like cover the entire floor of the bathroom with these. That's not really what I intended to do, but we'll see. It's got a non-slip backing, but these are definitely, I think they were marketed for the kitchen, but they will work in the bathroom too. So, I did measure the bathroom first, so they should fit. It's just when you see it in person, it seems bigger, which most things don't seem bigger on Temu, right? But this definitely seems bigger. But anyway, I got two of these because I like to have one in front of the shower, which also happens to be then kind of take care of the toilet. And then I have one in front of the sink. And I also found a bathroom mat set, which I also ordered, which I may end up sending back now that I've seen, because I think I ordered that first and then I found this after, but you know how Temu is when they ship things. So, but yeah, I really fell in love with this pattern. And in this boho style, they have an A style and a B style, and I don't remember if this was A or B, but I just love the fact that it is all going to match. You know me, matchy matchy. So these rugs, well, these rugs were a little expensive. These were $13.48 a piece. But when you consider what a bathroom rug at Walmart costs that would be this size, that's probably a pretty good price. And the fact that all this stuff will match. All right, so I think, yeah, so here's the second one. So I think that's it for the items that I had. Let me just make sure. Yep, we got everything. So just to end this off, I've got three jewelry sets to show you. tried to pick out 3 that were kind of dissimilar. This first one I'm pretty sure I made by tearing apart some Salvation Army necklaces. Although some of these pieces I think I also got from Bargain Beads because they're kind of unique. Let me get the earrings out. So again, I used to make necklace and earring sets. Very rarely did I make bracelets because those people's wrists are just so different. Okay, so this one, so we've got these marbly kind of, they're not heavy, and they're kind of swirls. It's kind of hard to see, but I wouldn't have bought beads like this, so I'm pretty sure that I got these off of, well, obviously I bought them from Salvation Army, but I mean, I wouldn't have bought a strand of beads like this. So anyway, I thought they kind of went pretty well with this gunmetal. This is kind of a geometric kind of stone, but then I got this like gunmetal arrow chain from Bargain Beads that I paired with it. I don't know if that really goes or not, but it was the same color. And then some coordinating earrings. So that's one set. And then next, I think this one has a combination of beads from Michaels. And there's another like Bead Mountain or Mountain Beads kind of company online that I would buy glass beads from. So this necklace is heavier. I don't necessarily like glass beads, but I like the designs that you can get with those. But this one, let me get that. This one's a little bit longer. And I was being kind of asymmetrical, which is unlike me. But you know, I can do it sometimes. So these beads, these shell beads came from Michaels, but these other ones, actually, these pearl ones also came from Michaels. But then these came from that bead company online. But yeah, so this would be a little bit heavier of a necklace. And then hang on a second, I gotta pause for just a minute. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. My nose was starting to run and I didn't want it to get gross on here. All right, so then the final necklace, we used to have a bead store, not in town, but close. And I bought, I think, all of these beads along with the charm from that store. So unfortunately, I would have a hard time replicating this one just because of the pendant. I meant to say pendant, not charm. And I typically did dangle earrings because that's way easier to make than a post earring. I don't know, I might have got some of these beads from Hobby Lobby now that I think about it, but I know that the pendant definitely came from that bead store. So mother of pearl, heart, and then little heart kind of iridescent beads. These clear ones are hearts also. It's kind of hard to see that. And then just some coordinating color beads, but this one is a lot lighter, and even this one is pretty light. So yeah, so there are 3 more necklaces from my collection. Happy to show those to you for those of you that kept asking. I have more, so you'll see more of them over time. Some of these I actually have the supplies to make another set, but a lot of these I don't. So, but I am gonna probably get back into jewelry making. I signed up for the bargain bead subscription box, so I'm hoping to make that some additional content on this channel so that it's not all Temu all the time. But anyway, this actually made it to an hour. I'm surprised. So if you stuck it out this long, thank you so much. I would love it if you enjoyed this, if you'd give me a thumbs up. I would love if you would consider subscribing to this channel if you like what you see. And thank you to all of you who already have subscribed. And otherwise, whenever you are, wherever you are, I hope you're having a fantastic day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.